Man, it was a tough environment to play in. As I stated before, talking to media, I thought Puerto Rico was going to give everything they had. They're a really good team, well coached. They played tough. We knew what kind of environment we were going into, obviously, with the success they've had here in the past. So we just wanted to stay focused, stay together as much as we could. I thought we gave ourselves a chance. We only had 8 turnovers in that game, so that always gives you a chance that we get shots on goal, and sometimes it helps to have big-time performances on the road with this guy here. Overall, really proud of where we are. Just one of 2 goals that we came to do this window.
Yeah, Marcus.
Like Coach said, first of all, credit to Puerto Rico. Obviously, gave us a tough game right there. We knew it was going to be a tough environment coming in, and we knew the type of team that they were, and we knew we were going to have to kind of step up our physicality to win this game. They started the game well, and we knew we had to just stick to our game plan, and we were able to steady the ship. And like Coach said, we took care of the ball, so we gave ourselves a good chance, and forced overtime and give ourselves a chance to win at the end.
Okay. Questions? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Canales from Vocero. This question is for Marcus. You had over 8 points in the last 2 and 23 minutes. 2 and 23 minutes from overtime. Talk to me about your mentality during that time to take over in overtime.
I was really just trying to take advantage of what the defense was given. So I was able to attack and get downhill. Really, I just wanted to put pressure on their defense and see if I could, make plays for my teammates. A couple of times I was just able to beat my defender and make a play from there. Whether the help was coming or not, I just tried to, step up for my teammates in big moments. They were giving me confidence, telling me to stay aggressive in those moments. They made plays all game that made it easy for me to be able to make those plays at the end of the game.
Marcus, Yadier from Yadier BCN. Just 2 points in the first quarter. What changed your mindset entry to the second quarter?
It wasn't really necessarily a mindset change, but definitely starting games, just as a point guard, I definitely look to get others involved and just take a chance to read the defense and see what they're given. So, like I said, I was able to get downhill, and, a couple of the times after, like you said, the first quarter, I was realizing that, maybe the help was late, or, they were focused on, our bigs that are lob threats, or we have a lot of great shooters around. So, really, again, I just give credit to my teammates. I feel like, we have a lot of weapons, and, it was just my day today.
María Fernanda Rivera Figueroa para Photo by Maria. Congratulations on your win, first of all. And at the start of the game, you seemed quite slow, aside from Puerto Rico, that they also start slow. What was your mentality as a team to overcome that slowness and focus on playing the usual game that you're used to play?
Basketball, you never know how it's going to go. Obviously, you want to play well all 40 minutes of a game. But, just our looks weren't falling early. They're doing a good job of, just trying to pressure us and make it tough. But, once we were able to set it in and, settle into the physicality that they were bringing on defense and, make sure that we're finishing, I felt like we got good looks early. We just missed a couple easy ones. And they were able to capitalize off that, get out in transition and knock down some shots. So we just had to settle in. Once we got into the second quarter and really got our defensive rhythm going, put stops together that allowed us to get out in transition and get some easy baskets that gave us some confidence. And from there we were able to buckle down and kind of have our rhythm for the game.
Marcus, la libreta de Raúl Alzaga. Congratulations on your win. You finished with 35 points, 8 assists. You were unstoppable in the second half, particularly. You said you took whatever the defense gave you. Were you surprised that Puerto Rico didn't force you to your left? You were always going to your right side and almost never got any double coverage.
Well, I feel like the scouting report coming in was probably to force me right, to be honest. Even though I'm a right-handed player, I'm definitely more confident going left and more comfortable going that way. So
he's lying. We don't want to give away the scout.
I mean,
But at least they didn't try.
Yeah, no, I mean, they tried to do some things in the second half. They started hard showing a couple of times. That was able to slow us down some, so we had to adjust to that for sure. But like I said, I was just able to take advantage, going downhill right hand, just able to make plays. And like I said, just credit to my teammates for also making plays as well. Even times when I was out the game and I was tired, they still had to do things. And like you said, I had 8 assists. They knocked down shots for me, and we're doing a great job of spacing the floor. So it was just a team effort overall.
This question for the coach. My name is Hector Gonzalez from Deportes Tuyo. The first 10 minutes of the game was like struggling. What happened? What was the message after the first quarter of the game?
I thought offensively we weren't very good, and I think sometimes when you're losing a game, a lot of people look to you're not defending well. And I thought that we didn't play well enough offensively to get ourselves in a flow, even though they weren't making shots early. A little bit of accountability on my part as a coach in a game plan. I thought we didn't execute early. Could have been a little bit better there, but I thought, once we changed our coverages and things of this nature, it put us in a better position to win the game. And, things happen like that. Sometimes it's the first quarter, second quarter. They were in a different coverage to start the game, and then they were really aggressive with him. They made adjustments too, coaching the ball. So I just thought overall it was a great game to be involved in, man. It's 2 high-level teams. I understand the score and the record of both teams, but at the end of the day, it's always tough in these FIBA environments.
Okay, thanks, Coach, and thanks, Marcus.